Hari Om, am I audible? If I am audible, please raise your hand. Yes, or yes. Hope it's perfectly audible. So I welcome you all for this Sadhana Day monthly webinar session. So each one of you will be doing the Foundation Vedanta course. Someone will be doing the Advanced Vedanta course. Someone will be doing the Bhagavad Gita course, and then someone will be doing the Upanishad course. Myself, Brahmachari Sundar Chaitanya. I have facilitated all these 4 courses in conducting a webinar through webinar mode. So today I'll have this session. So we'll start the session with some Shanti mantras together. So you can join along with me. Sahana vavatu, Sahanau bhunaktu, Sahaviryam karavavahai, Tejasvinavati tamastu ma vitvishavahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I'll be chanting some Shanti mantras also. So you can all join with me. Om. This is from Rig Veda, so Aitari Upanishad. When the student takes up the study of Aitari Upanishad, so this mantra comes, this Shanti mantra. Om Vang me manasi pratishtita, Mano me vachit pratishtitam, Avir ma edi, Vedasya ma ani istaha, Shrutam me ma prahasi, Anenadite nahoratran sandadami, Ritam vadishyami, Satyam vadishyami, Tanmam avato, Tat vaktaram avato, Avatu mam, Avatu vaktaram, Avatu vaktaram. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Now the other next Shanti mantra from Samaveta. Om Apyayantu mamangani Vak pranak chakshushrotramado balamindriyani cha sarvani Sarvam brahma upanishadam Maham brahma nirakuryam Mama brahma nirakarot Anirakaranam me astu anirakaranam me astu Tadatmani nirateya upanishassu dharmah Te mai santo Te mai santo. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Now from Yajurveda, Krishna Yajurveda. Om Sham no Mitra Sham Varunaha, Sham no Bhavat Varyama, Sham na Indro Brahaspatihi, Sham no Vishnu Rurukramaha, Namo Brahmane, Namaste Vayo, Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi, Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadeshyami, Ratam Vadeshyami, Satyam Vadeshyami, Tanmam Avato, Tat Vaktaram Avatu, Avatu Mam, Avatu Vaktaram. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Then the final Adurva Veda, so from that mantra also will recite. Om Badram Karne Bishrunuyama Deva Badram pashyemakshabhiryajatra sthirairangai stuštuvakam vyashema devahitam yadayuh swasti na indro vriddashrava swasti na posha vishvaveda swasti nastakshyo arishtanemihi swasti no brihaspatirdadatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So, Hariam to one and all again. So, Hariam. So, you must be attending this monthly sessions quite few times. So, which was conducted by, I think, Swami Sharadanji here. So, as in the Foundation Vedanta as well as Advanced Vedanta, which is authored by our Gurudev. So, we are very much aware as a human being. And then there are technical name. So, we might have heard what is our technical name is Jiva. From time immemorial, so our journey is going on for a long, many years. But in this life, now we come to know about this wisdom. This wisdom is Brahma Vidya or Atma Vidya. So we have taken up through Chinmaya International Foundation with our association with the Chinmaya Mission. So study about ourselves. So you might have heard about a modern saint, famous saint from Tamil Nadu, Tiruvannamalai. So Maharishi is addressed as with a great adjective, Maharishi, Ramana Maharishi. So he is one among a great individual born in this land, and in his young age, he found the answer of this Jiva Yatra of many time immemorial. He found that answer, and then he did what he is supposed to do at that, leaving his home and then reaching Tiruvannamalai and practicing spiritual practices very seriously, full time, and then he reached that goal of human birth. So, and many later people come to know about him. So many approached him. They used to ask the query about whatever they face in their life, of their incompleteness or their struggles, of their pain, of their sorrow. So they want the solution. When they approach, so he asked the one beautiful, who is asking? Who are you? Please find out the answer. So Nan Yar in that Tamil. So who am I? So he goes to the crux. So it's like a poisonous plant grows. So we have to remove the root, then completely. So then that plant never grows at all. So for every solution, the permanent solution we want. We don't want a small solution, temporary solution. The permanent solution we want. So he asked, so who am I? Find out the answer. So by great blessing, we also taken up this study of home study course, Vedanta. So which is the cream of the knowledge about ourselves, given by our rishis, great seers, which is available in this Veda. So that is as a essence portion, final portion, as when someone convert the milk into curd and then churn, finally that butter comes. So the butter is melted as a ghee. So that ghee, if we add with the rice, now after this session, I think here our place is like 11, now we are starting, after 12:30, the hot rice comes, you add that ghee and then you put little purple powder. So that thing, then you, with your finger, have it so delicious. So from that milk, a very churned a very fine culmination product, that ghee comes. So like that, we as a young child, so everything we put in our mind, mouth initially as a child, like Krishna. So that Yashoda was caught. What this Krishna is putting in his mouth? Everyone wondering. Everyone complained. This Krishna, everything puts in his mouth. Yashoda, see. So complain. Krishna is eating everything. So she went and opened the mouth and look at that mouth. She finds the whole, of course, Virat Darshan we get, like the Arjuna got the 10th chapter Vibhuti Yoga there. But the point is, the child, why it puts everything in the mind, mouth? Because through mouth, the child try to understand, what is that? What is that? What is that? As we take birth, from the day one, we want to know. That knowing, we want to know. So our journey started from our stomach as a Prahlada. Narada told the story to Prahlada's mother, and then about the divine glories of Lord Vishnu. So he tried to understood. Same way, Abhimanyu learned about some few strategies of war. So when Krishna was telling to Subhadra, the Arjuna's wife, so in the pregnant itself, we are trying to, as our organs are developed, we try to understand, what is this? What is this? What is this? But the ultimate query, ultimate thing we want to know is, who am I? So that knowledge, wisdom is given in as a churning, as a ghee product in the Veda. So that is only, it is called Anta Vedanta. So we all have taken up that Vedanta. So Bhagavad Gita is one among the Vedanta. Upanishads, Brahma Vidyayam, Yoga Shastre, in Falashruti we recite it. As well as Upanishad course also we have taken up. So to understand this wisdom of Vedas, so our Bhagavan Shankaracharya also wrote some Prakarana Granthas. So the famous thing is Vivek Chudamani. Among you, someone might have taken up advanced Vedanta course. So there the first lesson, 9 blessings. So in that 9 blessings, so that with the quotation of the second verse, Jantunam Narajanma Darulabam. So that's the first blessing. So we are, as a human being, we are very much blessed. Oh, that's great. What is the second blessing? Pumstvam. Now our eyes all are like, we are able to see, and ears also able to hear. We are able to sit. All the limbs are perfect. So this hale and healthy, our physical apparatus. So this is Pumstvam. So that also blessing is there. And then Bhagavan says the third one, Viprata. That mind's calmness, quietude, that some sattvic attitude we all have. Because of that, the presence of mind is there. They say some issue, do you have anything common sense? We get scolded. So when I'm walking, you are suddenly coming, cross in between. So we have that basic humans common sense or presence of mind. So that is called Viprata. So Jantunam Narajanma Durlabham Ataha Pumstvam Tato Viprata. So third blessing also is there. And that person can be able to complete the literary of school education, and then secondary education, and then higher secondary education, and then only, okay, I should also earn money. Okay, what subject I should take up? Maybe mathematics, maybe science or engineering. So these all are because of the blessings of the third aspect, which Bhagavan Sri Shankara says. That is Viprata. And then the fourth blessing, Tasmad Vaidiga Dharma Marga Parata. So that Vaidiga Marga, whatever their dharma, what is right, we are supposed to do. So our parents must be practicing. So in our home, and time to time. So now here Kerala, everyone looking forward for Onam celebration. So coming 5th. So here in our campus, so our staffs in our CAF campus also, they all are started practicing now. Lunch, after lunch, 1 hour, lot of dance practices. And then that Rangoli column they make. So 10 days from that nakshatra. So 10 days festival. And from how long they are doing, how many years they are doing, again, it is a time immemorial. It is passed over by our forefathers, our mother, our grandmother. So these all are, they said, these all are the best living system. If we follow this thing, and then it will give us joy, it will give us the happiness. So when there is a joy and happiness, there is a peace of mind. And so we also, whether we understand it or not, we will at least join. So our Gurudev Swami Chinmayananji, so we see in his life as a young boy, he had that query: why I should sit in the puja room? Why I should join the prayer? Why I should chant? So you want to know the answer, but unfortunately his mother passed away when he was very young. So no one able to convey him the clear meanings of what he is doing, supposed to do in the prayer room evening. So, but he added that faith. Okay, let me sit, let me join with them. But though he was not reciting, but he was closed eyes, he was just looking at the pictures in the prayer room, and he can bring those things in his mind and he plays with them, whether Shiva's a snake, and Damuru and Parvati, and then Ganesha's mouse, and then that Subramania's peacock. That's a childish play with the imagination. But he had some faith. Okay, let me not fight among all with my the home. Why I won't sit in the prayer room? So at least he had that acceptance to follow that thing. So that is of that fourth aspect of blessing. Our Bhagavan Sri Shankara quotes. So Vaidiga Dharma Marg. So there are a lot of rituals. There are a lot of celebrations, which when we are young, so we are not able to understand what is right and what is wrong. But because of some faith, we just join, we just practice. And over the period of time only, we will understand. So that if we are started able to understanding, so that is called Vidvatvam. That is a fifth blessing. So when we reached, maybe we reach at the age of 20, or some reach at the age of 30, we want to know about this life, about our forefathers, various rituals they have said, various celebrations. We are, why? What is the reason? So we want to understand the symbolic meaning. And we are able to understand slowly. Nowadays, a lot of website articles are there, YouTube documentaries are there. So it's very easy. And then we become, I understood. Oh, that Bali, there is someone Bali, there is someone Vamana Bhagavan. So Vishnu took avatara. So Bali was very wrong to the people. So Vishnu came, incarnated. So he just removed all his pride and he pushed him down. So all this story we understand. So this is called Vidvatu. As we try to understand each idea and concept about our celebration, about festival, so Vidvat. And then only we slowly understanding. So as we live in this world, people always, there is something good and there is something bad. And so because of this bad, so as we see in Mahabharata, there is a group of wicked people. And there is a group of weaknesses people. So this Pandavas considered good people, but they are weak. So they have that weakness towards sense, our sense organs, towards that objects. When Bhima look at the delicious food, that laddu complete during that festival, he want to take that laddu and put everything, swallow. so weak for that eating tongue. He thinks that only gives them happiness. So as a young boy, and then Duryodhana, what he does, come, in our kitchen, in our home, a lot of delicious food is there. He takes him, so feeds him, and then adds some little poison, and then he pushes in the ocean. We had the story in Mahabharata. So there is a wicked character around us, people. As we are the student of the knowledge, we slowly want to know what is truth. But as the student of knowledge truth, we want to know. But instead of learning, understanding who am I, but we want to know first about world, because we want to survive. So we want to take up job. So we move around education to job, but then we see that type of people also wicked. Then we don't know how to deal with them. But we followed the Vaidhi Dharma. We are following a lot of good things. But these people are not good against with us. So then there is a fight with them. How to handle with them. So the stress happens, the depression happens. So some child, the 8th standard, 10th standard, she want to fight against other student. I want to be the first. So that child didn't get the mark. So she want to give up the life at all. How sad. So that child try to give up the life, attempts for suicide, takes the poison. So this is the daily thing in our society. So from the student life, and then we climb up to a job where we work in an organization or our own business. So we want to gain more name, more wealth. So we want to compromise all our goodnesses. We want to practice all the wrong thing. Yada kada, you do something, I want to get everything. So someone is because of my action, someone is getting they lose their life also. For example, one person want to do production of medicines, very cheap quality. But what happens that medicine? And then someone take poor people and they lose their life, and they lose their organs. And there is something called, I want my art, damaged art should be replaced. So what you will do? So we know now there is a crime of mafia of medical organs. So small level to bigger level. So we understand. So our inquiry leads towards the truth, and so that how we can overcome our the temporary sorrows. So for that we have to go towards who am I. So then all this inquiry leads to what is Atma Anatma Vivechan. So that is the 6th blessing. Very rarely students get. Bhagavan says this 6th blessing. And once we study this, O am I, Atma, initially it is called Jiva, and then we understand Atma what, Anatma what. So I have this outer body, the head, 2 eyes, the nose and the ears, 2 hands, legs, these all are outer body. And then there is something called inner body. What is this inner body? Oh, Manas. The thoughts which I come to in my mind, whatever the thought right now, I am sitting in the class. So Brahmachari Sundar Chaitanya is something saying, it seems something sense, so I can let me listen. So some thoughts, so that is mind, that is Manas. And he says something, okay, I'm able to understand. Okay, then that is called intellect. So intellect, the function is what is right, what is good. So we have the capacity in our thoughts, and we use that faculty. So that is a buddhi. So one is manas, one is buddhi. And we are able to recollect it. That is chitta, memory. with our past memory, we can verify, okay, whatever he is saying about mind or buddhi or atma or this Vedanta, it makes sense. So let me listen, let me give an opportunity. So what he shares. So this chitta, and who am I, who is listening? Oh, I am listening. That notion of I-ness, what I'm doing, I'm sitting in the class, listening in this sadhana monthly session. So this ahamkara, this mahmakara, so this sense of identification, which is a very essential thing. So this is called ahamkara. So these four aspects is the inner body. So am I, now the query is Atma Anatma Vivechana. So what is Atma? Is the outer body is Atma? We understand, no, it is Anatma because it's a perishing. So that's what we have studied in our, whatever till now lessons you have covered, you have gone through. So you'll understand whatever this body, which is perishing, Shariram, Shiryate iti, it is keep on decaying. So that's not me. So, and there is something called the scriptures, the seers say, subjective scientists say, there is something called inner body. Am I that? Oh, what is that inner body? Okay, these four they list. Manas, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara. Now these all four, there is beyond that. So that is Atma, we understand. So that is consciousness. Because of consciousness only, oh, I am sitting in the class. Because of consciousness only, oh, I have this thought. I am in the Sunday, today is Sunday. I'm able to recollect it. The time is 11:30. I'm able to recollect it. So that is Chitta. Oh, I'm sitting, another 30 minutes, the class will be over. Okay, I'll go, I'll relax, I'll have my lunch. So that, because of something that the inner thoughts are reflected, so that is Atma, we understand. And because of that, the faculties, so I'm able to live in this body. So Atma. So Atma is there everywhere. Then we will study. So Atma is Sarvatra, omniscient, omnipotent. So all those studies we might have did that Atma and Atma Vivechanam. So those who have gone through our course material, gone deeper, you will slowly understand. Now, after Atma, Anatma, Vivechanam, then you will realize, okay, that I am Atma, so my Swarupa. So that is called Swanubhavam. So what is the nature? That also discussed. Atma Kaha, Satchidananda Swarupaha. So Sat Swarupa, what is Sat? So this Sat is a mobile phone, exists. Mobile phone, this is mobile phone. So here it exists. That is a Sat Swarupa because mobile is an existence. Then Chit. Is Chit is there in this? So Chit aspect we may not able to see because I had to lift it and I had to show it. Whereas if a mosquito comes, bites, mosquito biting, it's moving around. So then I can feel it, that pain. Then I can say, Chit is there in the mosquito. So mosquito is also there. Chit, Sat is also there. Chit is also there. Then what is the Ananda? Only human have this ability to experience it. So being in the class also you can be happy. Whether there is no joke, whether it is calm, quiet, but being in the class you can be happy. Just listening some thoughts. How? That is a subjective experience. When you have peace, because I am not having a AK-47 or something and trying to put in this room and frightening you, I'm going to shoot. So you can be cool, isn't it? So I'm not frightening. So have a complete peace right now because you all are in your room, in your home, comfortably, calmly, quietly. So when there is a peace and there is happiness, one can experience it. So where is a Shantavritti, there is a Anandavritti. So that is the Swarupa. Only human have this thing. So this is what we will study. We understand the study of our Vedanta. Now this Ananda we are experiencing now and then. Whether right now in this class also you can experience relaxedly, or from the morning you got up until you go to bed in the night, So many occasions you will now and then you will experience this ananda. Whether you are while eating, whether some your liked food or item, that time you will feel. But something you don't like, for example, bitter gourd, you don't like it. So in the lunch, it is coming, then you will feel, bitter gourd. So your ananda disappear. So your swanubhavam only little moments. So that's what we all. So animals also, that moment. So we are evolved animals, Homo sapiens. So little better. So we have built our own home. We have a lot of gadgets. But only thing, very few rare, they go beyond as a human being, that as our Bhagavan says, this count your blessings. So they try to more subtle understanding. What is the real happiness? Oh, this is what happiness. Oh, so happiness is not in the objects. Happiness is a subjective experience. If you understand. So eating through mouth, through the tongue, that is not a real happiness. So I'm eating the food, it is to keep my body healthy. So that person understands. And I am watching what I am expecting something pleasing, then only I'll be happy. No, I'm just a morning walk, I'm going, see the trees, beautiful flowers and creepers, and then the valley, and then sun, and then river, and sudden rain, and then some small birds making noises. When I move around, I feel calm, quite, I feel happy. Is it because of all those surroundings I am happy, or happiness is the subjective phenomenon? Then through this Atma Anatma Vechanam, I understand. Ananda is a subjective phenomenon. So I slowly understand. But the happiness, so like, when you are given a box of like a quarter kg of milk sweet, or some Bengali sweet, or the sweet which I like most, and I put in my mouth, so tasty, I eat it. And then second piece, I want to, hand goes, and the third also, little, okay, let me have one more. But fourth time, fifth time, I don't want, because stomach says enough. But inside, desires say, tasty, okay, fourth. But is it possible for fifth, sixth, seventh? Someone say, come on, have it. No. So we understand with this simple exercise in our daily life from our childhood. So these objects are not giving happiness. Happiness is our subjective phenomenon. But this practice, this understanding, this conviction is not happen for most of the people. That's why they are in the world. They want to happiness in the world through the sense organs, through eyes, they want to get all the happiness. Through ears, they want to listen all the gossip stories. And through her hand, I want the touch, I want to hug. So all those happiness I want. I want house, I want bike, I want this gadget, I want car. So Swanubhavam, momentary. But what Bhagavan says, that Brahmatmana Samstitihi. Very few realized masters reached that state, like Bhagavan Ramana Maharishi. In Thiruvannamalai, sitting for a while, doing some sadhanas, he is able to reach that state. He is achieved that human goal. Then he is always cool. Modern day people say cool, like that. He is always cool, always happy, state of mind. Any situation comes, anything comes, no one can disturb his happiness, and is always peace. That state is the called eighth blessing. Brahmatmana samstiti. Sarvam Brahmamayam. So everything is God. Everything is Brahman. Everything is ultimate reality. The creators is everything. And that is also in me. That is I am. I am Sarvamayam. I am Brahmamayam. and many saints songs, Sarvam Brahmamayam, Re Re Sarvam Brahmamayam. So like a lot of saints expressed in poems, in thoughts, composing texts. And so how to reach? So that after that is mukti. So even while living, they are liberated people. So what is liberation? So connecting our myself with my true nature, getting rid of all my false identification of my body, of my attachments, of my name, fame. So all this is false, I understand. So my real nature, I am Sachidananda Swarupaha, I am Ananda Swarupaha, Sat Swarupaha, Chit Swarupaha, Ananda Swarupaha, I am that Atman, I am that Brahman, Aham. So now the student year, year 1 year Vedanta course is happening. So 11 months they have studied. Now one Swamiji have come, he is teaching Chandogya Upanishad to a young boy, Swetaketu. Went 12 years of study. He studied all sciences and he returned back. His father asked him, Uddalaka, did you study? Yeah, I have studied. But how does he behave? He behave like, with a lot of collar he put and then walks like that with a lot of pride. I know everything. I have learned everything. So there is a saying. So this Uddalaka thinks himself, Vidya dadati vinayam. So my kid is, there is no humility at all. He thinks he knows everything. And by the way, he is also misbehaving with everyone, not respecting, not loving, not kind to many. Then he asked a query. So then there is a conversation. And then the teacher tells him 9 times, Tattvamasi, Tattvamasi, Tattvamasi. That God is you. Please understand. Swetaketu, like that. So that Tattvamasi, Mahavakya, we understand. And then Aham Brahmasmi also I realize. So this is our journey. This is our goal. So I hope you all know all these things. So now, so in this class, I thought with this beginning, so by making understanding ourselves, so what our real nature is, what our goal is, and then all like postmortem, all this diagnosis completed. Now we have to take treatment. So how to go forward with the treatment? Because we have taken up the study and we want to that result immediately. So again, the teacher, for example, to Arjuna, so this knowledge Bhagavan Sri Krishna gives, initially he scolds him. The Arjuna, he cries, he just want to run away from his duty. As he was born as a Kshatriya, so you have to do your duty. So you are with your family, with the brothers and mother and the other people, all relatives, they are doing a lot of wrong. So adharma, all wrong things they have done. Now you suffered, the people, good people also suffered. So finally a stage reached, you had to fight against that dharma. So adharma. So you have to behave like a dharma. But he is not want to take up. He was crying. So you want to run away. So finally Shri Krishna reminds him, what is your true nature? You are a Atma Swarupa. And then he gives him tips. So those tips I want to take up in this class. So this is what are those tips basically? So if we see, like as I have studied in Sandipani Sadhanalaya, Mumbai, so we know that period is basically Shravana. Shravana is listening, like here also it's unfortunate you all have to listen, like some brahmachari coming, some swami coming, you have to just listen. So otherwise you have got a material, so you have to go through it. So this is called a Shravana. Now what is manana? Manana is then you share your knowledge with your friend, then you will get to know, oh, what is my understanding? Okay, I think whatever the book knowledge become my knowledge. That is manana. It takes time. For that, so you have to also practice. So abide in that wisdom. So, and then we understand, various Upanishad Vakya, Shrotavyaha, Mantavyaha, Nididhyasitavyah. So that's what Yajnavalkya Maharshi Rishi says. So in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, this. So Shrotavyah, listen, okay. From childhood you listen how to learn alphabet, okay. School also I have learned science, history, mathematics, okay. Now you want to study about who you are really, okay. Atma kaha, Atma Sachidananda, okay, listen. Okay, how to abide in that knowledge. But I am still thinking that I am so and so. So I got new name. So my earlier name was different before Sandipani. Now I got a Sundar Chaitanya. I have to wear this dress. What is this dress? A local dress. Everywhere I have to go. People look at me top to bottom, side way. What is this? Poor boy looking at a dress. They will look at me. So am I cool, calm, quiet, accepting that thing? Because they are wearing, half trouser or 75% or no trouser or some t-shirt. Because when we go into the field, we have to abide in the wisdom. But the world will laugh at us of our attire, of our actions, of our words. So same thing will happen for the student of Atma Vidya, student of Brahma Vidya. So you all are students of Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya. So you know you are Atman. If you say, I am Atman to someone, they will laugh at you. But why you want to say? You don't want to say, but you want to abide in that wisdom. So I want to be always happy. So that is called liberation. That is called Brahmatmanas. How? So again, the Bhagavan gives the list of values. So that is called divine qualities, divine virtues. So we can find in Ramayana also, Narada, Valmiki inquiring Narada. So then Narada lists out Gunavan, Viryavan, like that Bhagavan Sri Rama's qualities. Same way, here Sri Krishna gives some values in this Bhagavad Gita. So particularly there is a chapter 16, Daiva Ashura. So in the first 3 verses of 16th chapter, we find some 26 values. Now, why this Bhagavan Sri Krishna gives this to Arjuna? Because at the end of the that third shloka, he says, "Hey Bharata." Bharata means, hey Arjuna, you are having all these divine qualities. Please understand. So, but you are not behaving. You are a little confused. So we are also, after going through our lesson 1 or lesson 10 of our study, we are not able to, live with that wisdom. So that abidance, it takes time. So for that, we have to do Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. So that Nididhyasana stage, meditation, we have to understand what is meditation. To reach that state, we need to do some japa. So some do's and don'ts. So that thing only. So in this class, we will we'll see. So we will reflect together. So the first shloka goes like Abhayam Satvasham Shuddhihi Jnani Yoga Vyavastitihi Dhanam Damascha Yajnascha Swadhyaya Tapa Arjavam Ahimsa Satyam Akrodah Tyaga Shantirapaishunam Daya Bhuteshu Aloluptvam Mardavam Rir Achapalam Teja Kshama Dhriti Kshaucham Adroho Nati Manita Bhavanti Sampatam Dhaivim Abhijatasya Bharata. Hey Bharata, hey Arjuna. So here you all also Arjuna. If you are happy with, consider yourself as Arjuna. Because he's a so brave warrior. And so he lived very successful life. But in a moment, in one of his activity, he is little confused. He just want to run away. So in our life also, we are very successful. We might have lived a successful, or we are living as a successful, but some confusion, some little sorrow, some little depression is there. Okay, why? Because we still not abided in our real self, that Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya. So for that, some corrections, little fine-tuning. So these are the divine qualities. Bharata, you are having all these things. So these all are what? These all are Daivim Sampadam. These are a wealth. So like, even to register this Vedanta course, you have to pay money, isn't it? Very unfortunate. But what to do? I have to sit in front of this camera, someone have to operate, connect the internet. So room has to be constructed, so little money. So wealth is needed. So I need also food. So without food, how I can share this wisdom? So wealth is needed. So we also have a lot of wealth. But do we have divine wealth? Oh, what all are those? So that Bhagavan Sri Krishna lists us, and he also makes us understand by later by our Shankara Bhagavan. He wrote beautiful notes, which is called a Bhashyam, and many other teachers. Our Gurudev also, Swami Chinmayananda's commentary. It's also available. You must be going through all those things. So Abhayam, first thing, fearlessness. So fearlessness is a very beautiful quality. We all don't afraid as a child. Everyone afraid of child. They have to take care. The child also put everything in mouth. And then when child slowly grows only, the child also afraid of everyone, because everyone started going. Initial 1 month, 2 months, everyone goes, gives the, put the eye on the cheek. Then they want to kiss. So, chubby. But the child slowly, later, people give trouble, injury, pain. That fear is created from childhood onwards. So, but what is divine wealth? Fearlessness. Abhayam. So, do we have that fearlessness? If we have, that's great. So, why we should not afraid? Because I am Atma Swarupa. I am Ananda Swarupa. So, like that, you have to do some reflection, mananam. So, I don't need in this world anything. So, I don't need to compromise my goodness, my values. So, for example, in the childhood of Lokamanya Tilaka, so there is a story. As a young primary school boy, some child, groundnut opened and ate that thing nut and then thrown the shells here and there. And the teacher approached in the beginning of the class, so he found, got angry. Who littered these groundnut shells? And no one is answering. And then, come, show your hand. And started beating one by one. Everyone showing and beating. But when the turn of Tilaka came, he said, I won't show my hand. Why? I didn't litter. So as a young boy, so by the nature, Subhava, someone have this fearlessness. I didn't litter. So why I should show my hand? Why I should beaten? I don't want that pain because I have not committed a mistake. So that fearlessness. So we find, and that person became a great leader of freedom movement of in India. He said, freedom is my birthright. Swaraj mera adhikar hai. So that, naturally, we need to have that this quality, this value. So then we are called a virtuous person. Oh, I am a fearless. So fearlessness to fight against injustice, fearlessness to fight against low tendencies. In our Chinmaya mission motto also we say, we fight against all low tendencies and low values. So whatever I see, understand, which is adharma, which I am not supposed to do. So I have to come out of that fearlessness. So like we find various meanings of fearlessness. So if we don't have this quality, then we have to slowly improve, isn't it? So that is how we have to gain this wealth. Now, all these things I am discussing, we are reflecting as a seeker. So this virtues, this wealth of 26, these all are like, some indicators where a person of God realization or this Brahma Vidya, Atma Vidya, so who reached Brahmatmana Samstiti, we can see all these things. Like if you would have read the Wanderings in the Himalayas, authored by our Swami Tapon Maharaj, and he traveled, he lived in almost 30 to 40 years of his later age. So under whom our Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda studied at Uttarkashi and Gangotri. So he traveled those Himalayas, He was completely abided in true self, not afraid of anyone, complete fearlessness. He moves around, even the tiger, the lion, or any wild animal in the forest, nothing will frighten him, or nothing will approach him to attack him or kill him. Because these saints, the realist masters, they completely abide in the real self. So the Upanishad says, Dvitiyad bhayam bhavati. Once you see the two duality, then there is fear. So there is no two, there is one. That's why Aham Brahmasmi. It's not just a statement, it's that complete understanding, that abidance. So he moves around everywhere. My own self, my own self, my own self. So for example, the mother only considers her child as her own self. But the real masters, realized masters think everyone as my own self. Whether Bhagavan Ramana Maharishi or the living masters now, they move around, they smile at them. They always. We still find many living masters. And one of us also, most of the time practicing that no duality. That when we understand with approach, oh, this is my property, this is my cat, this is my dog, this is my child, then we slowly. So this fearlessness, very beautiful virtue. It's very first it is said, because it is a crux. Now how it will happen? Because of the second one. So what is the second one? Sham Shuddhihi. Abhayam Shuddha Sham Shuddhihi. Sattva Sam Shuddhihi. Sattva. So Sattva quality. So purity of mind. Shuddhihi, purity. That Sattva, my thought. So all mind means it is made up of Trigunatmika. So one is Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. That calm, quiet, pure. So that noble thoughts, which doesn't have any ill to anyone. So which have more loving, happy giving, like that type of thought. So that is another divine fact. Whether Rama, life, if we see Ramayana, he moves around everywhere. Everyone loves him. So Vishwamitra approached Dasharatha's thing. I want this Rama. I have an assignment. But the Dasharatha cries, no, he is young boy. But no, then Vashishta makes him understand. So Rama is sent along with Vishwamitra. And then we find grown-up Rama also in the forest. How many rishis loving him? The monkeys are loving him. Even the Rakshasa Vanaras. So there also Vibhishana comes and join him, because he finds, oh, Rama is a righteous person. Rama is good. So my brother is wrong, evil. So let me leave. He's not understanding. He comes. So a person, because of that purity, they love. So many of us also in our circle, we know some are loving us. Some are loved by many. Why? Because of that purity. So this is the second beautiful quality, Sattva Sham Shuddhihi. And the third one is Jnana Yoga Vyavasthitihi. So Jnana, so through scripture or through teacher, we study about ourselves. Who am I? So that is Atma Kaha. What is Atma, what is Anatma? All these things studied. So that is Jnana, about ourselves. And then Yoga, abide in that knowledge. That Nididhyasitavya, always I am Brahman, I am Ananda Swarupa. So once they know, then they live in this world and they abundantly give happiness. So that's the motto of Chinmaya mission. Maximum happiness for maximum people for maximum time. What a beautiful motto. I think every UN should have this motto also. Because there is always division. We see, UN of every country, every state, every city, there is a division. There is Dukkha, dukkha, dukkha only. But an organization with a vision, happiness, happiness. So here, individuals also, I am happy. Action, through my words, I am always spreading the happiness. So how it is possible? So that is possible if we understand I am the Ananda Swarupa, which is called Jnana. That is Brahma Vidya, that is Atma Vidya, that is an abide. So how this will be possible? It will be possible by through the second, that virtue, wealth, that is Sattva Samsuddhi, purity of mind, noble thoughts. And because of that also abhayam will be there. Always you are not afraid, because you are not afraid to do wrong. It is the highest abhayam. Because there is someone say, I am fearless guy, who, what is your name? I am Ravana. Oh, you are fearless. Yeah. But that Ravana, or the most dreadful terrorist, recent terrorist who has got killed many times, they all fear. Even because when they want to do something wrong, like when Ravana came, want to take away Sita, he was like covered only, hiding. If he's a fearless man, why he distracted Rama? Why he sent Marija in that golden deer? You should come bravely in front of Rama, take away. But you are so covered. But you're saying fearlessness. So who will get this fearlessness? So we all will get that fearlessness if we fight against our own low tendencies, our own adharmic subhava. If my mind is weak, so that's how Pandavas in the Mahabharata we see they all are weak. But Bhavan, they had the friendship of Bhavan. Even their 12 years, Bhavan was so friendly with them. So as like we take the support of scripture, we take the support of saints, we take the support of good friends, we also go forward. So we also develop slowly. So then there are beautiful, so qualities, which is Dhanam. Dhanam means charity, giving. So we all know we give our money, we give our wealth, we give our something, food to someone. So charity. So that is also inner wealth. So, and then variety, we give our time, volunteering some in whatever good thing surrounding our place. So variety we can see Dhanam. And then Damaha. Damaha is so our organ senses and our organ of action. So control, and that control is called Damaha. So whatever, so we have this wisdom. What is the wisdom? I am Ananda Swarupaha. So the happiness is my state of mind. It's a subjective phenomenon. So I don't want to have that sweet laddu, because I am at the market, I'm looking at the shop. Oh, it is tempting. If I put one laddu in my mouth, it will give happiness. No, that thought is not there. But a young boy, what to do? He understands that sweet is only will give happiness. He goes, he steals because he don't have money. He steals. So that wrong act. So first of all, in the mind also that not able to correct. So some wrong thought, and he also walks. He puts his hand, puts. So that's what happening in the society now. Every town, every city stealing, which is big level corruption. We are not supposed to steal. We are not supposed to do corruption. But each individual, we never understand. If we understand I am Ananda Swarupa, why we steal? We will give whatever we have. That dhanam will be there. But damaha is not there. So the one who has damaha, so that person is a good sadhaka. So that person will achieve that brahmatmana samsati. That always Ananda Swarupa. So it is natural. So we have to practice. If I'm not like that young boy of ignorant, not going towards that sweet shop, putting my hand, stealing. Oh, I'm not that. Okay, good. I'm a person of Dhamma. I can be happy. And then Yajnaha. Danam damaccha yajna. Yajnaha, worship. Worship of that, the whole creation, the God. See, I am here appearing because of my father and mother. Am I right? I look like my parents. The physical thing is given by my parents, the gene. Someone is dark complexion, someone is fair complexion, someone is brown complexion. They say, skin. If you watch, 50-year-old movie, 100-year-old movie in European countries or America, so there is always, there is white people, there is a dark people, there is a color, they say. So this yajna is just worship of everything is God. So, and one thing is, so when we go to temple, so to start as a beginner, we offer the flowers. So Bhavan at one place say, just remember me, just the ultimate, just one flower, one leaf, little water, one fruit, that is enough. So another thing, there are certain people never go temple worshippers, but work is also worship. So they don't have that, kartrutva bhava. I am doing, I am so and so. No, I am just an instrument of God. So I am just a performer. If we are with such attitude, then we are having this quality of yajna. No kartrutva bhava. No, I am the doership. No bhoktrutva bhava. No, I am not enjoying. I'm just an instrument. Oh, I am the head of this organization, CEO. Oh, I just give my time and I just give my energy to fulfill my duty. What is right has to be done. I'm just trying to do. I am an abhayam person. So not afraid of anyone. I do my duty. Do good for the society. Do good for the organization. So that yajna worship, that is a beautiful, another divine quality, divine wealth. Swadhyaya tapa arjavam. Next three qualities. Swadhyaya, studying about our own self. That is sva adhyayam. Either by ourselves or with the support of my family members or with the support of some teacher. Swa adhyaya. So with the help of the scriptures, so variety of things are there. That will help us to go forward, improve ourselves, then to reach our true state. That Brahmatmana. Tapaha. What is tapaha? Austerities. Oh, I understand. Still, I am not able to get rid of something lower instinct acts of mine. Some bad acts I am doing. I am eating too much. I am having attachment for this food, for this thing, wrong thing I am committing. So how to get rid of that? To get rid of that, I take myself some vrata. Okay, I will do fasting because I am too much eating. Okay, so like that myself. So that fallen state to come back, that is called tapa. So to improve myself. So again, this is a seeker's standpoint. So as considering ourselves, we all are as a seeker. For a realized master, for a person of wisdom, these all are naturally. So they will take whatever the right amount of their indriyas only. They are natural of tap. So in Ramayana, the first shloka will start tapasvadhyaya niratam tapasvi vagvidamvaram naradam paparipracha valmihir muni pungavam. That's the first shloka. Tapasvadhyaya naratam. So the Valmiki says about Narada, this Narada is always tapas swadhyayam. He is doing austerity, swadhyayam. What is austerity? He is always holding himself. What is right? What is good? He never commit anything wrong. That is tapas. Because pata, if you reverse the tapa, pata means fallen. He is never a fallen person. But we see today, whether in politics, whether in governance, whether in organization, people compromise their values or ideals. So they commit a lot of bad things, wrong things. So that will give pain for themselves, pain for everyone, but they commit as though they ignorantly, because of ignorance, they think that they are gaining wealth, they are gaining happiness. No, they are not gaining anything at all. They are in the suffering only. But because of their dark under, no, tamas, good tamas, they say, very dark ignorance. Like, Ravana was given opportunity umpteen times by many people surrounding him. His wife Mandodari advised him. His brother Vibhishana advised him. His uncle Maricha advised him. Many ministers. No, he is not understanding. He not one day. How many days? He is not realizing. Same way in Duryodhana, Mahabharata. Mahabharata, one place Duryodhana says, Jahanami agam dharma. I can understand what is dharma, what is right, but I can't do because I am Subhava. Subhava is committing mistake, committing wrong. So there are people like, so this Bhavan Shri Krishna gives all this wisdom to whom? To Arjuna, who is already having, or we are studying, so we are also having, but we have to know little fine tune. We have to improve ourselves. Little fine tune. We have to check, evaluate. So that's why we are reasoning. This tapa. Finally, Arjavam. Arjavam, straightforwardness, means no crookedness. Because all these people, Ravana, for example, crooked fellow, sending Maricha that way as a golden deer and coming here, and in the Vesha also, Sadhu Vesha, put some orange dress. Amma thoda Bhiksha, give some food, and then she comes and then he takes and loots. This is called crooked faith, not straightforwardness. So we have to check ourselves. Even at small level, when I was, in a Delhi University research fellow of microbiology. So, students, seniors, they will come and nicely talk to me and they will cheat. So come, you have bike, no? Come, we'll go there. They will say, okay, I'll go, come, I'll spend 3 hours with my bike and petrol. So he will finish all work, come. So no, they will straightforward, they won't ask direct help. So as a young research scholar, if you are very good, so you don't know what is smart, so you will get cheated. Then you will feel depressed. They won't do any good. They won't share any knowledge. That's how many individuals' journey are my journey also. Though I published little, then suddenly I felt, why this small happiness? Why this small little sorrow? Why this depression? Why these people are there? What I am doing? A thought came, okay. Then I, very blessing, I met Swami Tejo Mananji at Delhi, so at Mission Center. Then for 2 years, I was now and then attending some classes. Then I got an opportunity to study in Mumbai Vedanta course, so I studied 2 years. Though my parents were school teachers, they were a little hesitant. What? You studied, went to ashramam, and what are you going to do? Come, get married. But my teacher said, Swami Tejo Mananji, Sundar, please understand. The parents want few things. Parents want their kid should be secure. Security. What is security means? He need a place to stay. And he should get a food. If anything happens, someone should take care of health. And he should be hale and healthy, so he should move around, he should do some job. He should be independent. So, not completely depending, live like a slave. This is what parents want. So we Chinmaya Mission also have this facility. So you young children, after studying this 2 years, if you want to take up to work in our place, so all our Chinmaya Mission Center, wherever you go to Coimbatore or Trichy or Mumbai or Cochin, the people like your parents, your relatives, our mission devotees will take care of you. So you will have a place to stay. So what I am saying is this straightforwardness. So all these qualities you can find. And then in the next sloka, Ahimsa Satyam Akrodha Shanti Tyaga Kshanti Apaishunam Daya Bhuteshwaloluptvam Mardom Rira Chapalam. So I'll quickly say Ahimsa. So we know, not injuring. So right now we also want to be injured by anyone. Like I'm sitting in the class, if someone comes and puts me a knife, like how I feel painful. So I don't want injury. Same way, I am not supposed to do injure. So that is the divine wealth, ahimsa. So different level ahimsa can be practiced even at the level of thought. I should not have any ill will. At words also, hurting. So a lot of things are there. Satyam, truth. So truth, I want truth only. Even Ravana also want truth only. Even latest terrorist also want truth only. So akrodha, not getting angry. So not getting angry is a wealth. When, particularly when someone says wrong about you, someone wants to provoke you, so someone scolds you. So you are performing some act correctly, but they still want to scold you, whether in your office, whether in your institution, whether in your home. For example, the mother cooks very perfectly, but husband still want to find some mistake, which is not at all mistake. You want to find something fault. So that lady of that house, sometimes either you eat or get out, like that. If she is a fearless lady, she will say. But our Indian lady, mostly she never say. She has a lot of love and compassion, but she look at someone to take the support, and then she eats. So the thing is, akrodha is the quality, divine wealth. Even someone provoke, we are not getting angry. So then tyaga. What is tyaga? Sannyasa. So are you ready? You all have to take sannyasa. So don't frighten yourself. So tyaga means renouncing your desires. Desires of certain something which can take you down, lower desires. So that connect with the God, connect with the Supreme, connect with the goodness. Please hold that thing. So that's why tyagi, those days say tyagi. And shanti again. So there your peace of mind, inner, always shanta, shantaakaram, bhujaga shayanam, like that, Vishnu's dhyana shloka. Very shanta. So inside, never disturb. So that type of wealth I am. Apaishunam, not backbiting. Saying something wrong, a weakness. We may find each one, as I was discussing, even the Pandavas are weak. Everyone is weak. Yudhishthira is weak. Then Arjuna is weak. And then Bhima is weak. Some are one senses. So similarly, we must be weak. But so every people around us, we can find flaws. So not telling that flaw about someone to someone. So that is called apaishunam. But our teachers, they call, Sundar, come, sit. See, you are doing this thing. I think that is wrong. Please correct it. If they say something like that, that's good. That is apaishunam. But so to improve ourselves, someone personally, you call someone, whether your worker, your children, someone, you tell them, make them understand. So Bhavan, we find the example of Rama. Once he returned to Ayodhya, and he was describing about Sugriva, about Vibhishana. How he describes? They gave their life for me. They're so good, loving. But what the original thing? When Vali died, what Sugriva did? He went and were sleeping, eating food for months. He is not at all cared Rama's work at all. He was so selfish. But then Lakshmana went, he reminded. One noise he made with his bow and arrow. Then suddenly Sugriva, Tara reminded. So thing is, a great person, a person of good wealth, a person of apaishunam, that person never finds flaws or weakness or a bad quality of us and shares this thing to others, but directly tells to him. But in others, he always see the good about us and say about the good thing. So this is a very beautiful wealth. Then finally, Tyeja Kshama Dhruti Shaucham Adroho Nati Manita. So like that, some 6 values. So Tyeja, that glow, Tejas. So that's spiritual aura. People want to see, no, bag something, no, some aura. They say, so 7 chakras, and then it will come, it will come. So all lot of things are there, imaginations and a lot of preparations, hard works. So, but if we follow good, our inside will be always Teja. Then Kshama, forgiveness. Kshama is forgiveness, forgiving all our small errors. So this forgiveness is naturally will happen. For example, the mother will forgive the 1-year child. Old child, if that commits in the classroom, the teacher won't forgive. So that mother's thing, like that, we have that oneness. If we have, then we will, in our, someone commit mistake, we never get any angry at all. That total 100% no anger, that state of mind is called Kshama. Then Dhritihi, firmness, holding firmly, completely. So I have registered for this course. Okay, I am in this class also sitting for almost an hour. Okay, when this brahmachari will conclude, okay, oh, someone calling, shall I go, shall I go, shall I go? So the thought will be there, pressure will be there, but still I had to hold myself. Let me, for 5 minutes, let me complete. Let me, listen. So let me note down some point for reflection. Let him say something. That holding, dhriti. So, when we are achieving our goal, that is dhriti. Shaucham again. So outer cleanliness, inner purity of mind. So our house also, when we go out, they sprinkle water in the early morning, they put beautiful rangoli, they put some, name of God, how it looks outer. That brings the mind also pure, calm, quiet. Adroha. So I never want to do something wrong in my mind. Something wrong, no droga. That's why droga, adroha. So, and then finally, Nati Manita. How I am so and so. I am VIP. No, I am VVIP. No, I am VVVIP. So all those notions giving up. I am just Atma Swarupa. I am Ananda Swarupa. If I have, then I won't think myself as a VVVIP. I will very simple moving around everything. Then everyone say, oh, you're so down to earth person. He comes to me, he talks to me, he's that quality. That quality is Nati Manita. Though I am very, very blessed, great person of name, fame, but the intrinsic of true my nature is Satchidananda. So I should understand everyone is Satchidananda. So I am normal. So that thought, Nati Manita, that is a final divine wealth. So we find here, I am like shared a few things. These all are like indicators to check in our behavior, in our attitude, in our swabhava, how much this is there. So can I improve little bit? If I improve, what will happen? That Swanubhavam, the blessing of 7th blessing, after Atma Anatma Vechana, I know I am Satchidananda Brahma. And then so as we grow older, we'll find our peace and happiness ourselves. So that is abiding in our true self. That is also this helps us to practice our japa. More japa we will do, and then more meditation we will do. As we practice more meditation, dhyana, then that all the doubts will go away, all the bondage thing will go away. I will feel always ever liberated. Jivan Mukta Ananda Lakshana. So with this, I would like to conclude. I hope. So this session was some tips of some spiritual practices, of some fresh thoughts and some old thoughts, just a reminder. So every day we should have some swadhyaya, little bit. So by yourself or with the support of someone. So this is this month's little tip. So we'll keep this thing a little bit in our mind. We will do homework also. We'll again take up our book. We will also study this Bhagavad Gita, these 3 verses also, and many places. For example, if you see 12th chapter of Bhakti Yoga, there also Bhakta Lakshana, Adveshta Sarvabhutana Maitra Karuna Evacha. So like that also some till 19th verse, 13th verse to 19th verse, the list of Bhakta. He never hates any living being. So that's the first quality. Who is a Bhakta? He never hates anybody. And he is a Maitra, he is a friend to everyone. Maitra, Karuna, compassionate. Nirmamo, he never says, I am, this is mine, I am minus, highness. And Sama Dukkha Sukha, Dukkha Sukha, happiness also, not too much elated or something Dukkha, not completely depressed. Always Sama, pulls himself. And Kshami, forgives. So like that, now we find some more values also in other places. Bhagavan Sri Krishna says. So these all are a reminder to Arjuna. Hey Arjuna, you all having all these things. That's why he addressed Bharata. We all are also blessed in taking up this Vedanta course. So keeping in that understanding in our mind, so we will do our practices, spiritual practices. We will do every day little mananam and little nididhyasanam to completely live as a liberated soul. Jivan Mukta Purusha, like that. Is that possible? Yes, it is possible. When someone asked Gurudev, Swami Chinmayananda, are you a liberated person? Gurudev said, no, I am waiting in the gate of the door, waiting for you. When you are coming, then I will go along with you. So the Guru's teachings are always with us in a book format, in a video format. So to any small doubt is there, to completely remove that small doubt and to abide, Aham Brahmasmi. So once we abide, all these things will be with us. So with this, I'll conclude this session. So I'll get some opportunity to meet you also whenever you visit at Adi Shankara Nilayam, Chinmaya International Foundation, Cochin, Kerala also. So most welcome anytime. Now, some spiritual camp or some time you should also come, because that is called Tirtha Yatra. So that is also a yajna worship. So everyone coming here. So with this, I'll conclude. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyanto, Ma Kachit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachare Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnam Eva Vashyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. So best wishes to one and all.